Thank you for tuning in to this Ramadan reflection of Juz 2 Surah 2 Baqarah. It's actually one of my favorites because it contains most of my favorite ayats or verses. I find that in times like these where we're fasting or just dealing with the day-to-day struggles of the world, it helps to have a quick pick-me-up that reminds us of God's grace to us. Ayats such as where God tells us to remember Him and that He will in turn remember us. He says that He listens to the prayer of every suppliant when we call upon Him. All He asks is that we believe. Then He talks about understanding our struggles, and He reminds us to keep hope in His mercy. He includes the story of the prophet and his disciples who were suffering so much on their mission that they cried out asking, when will the help of God come? When is it going to reach us? Then God replies, verily, the help of God is always near. And that doesn't just apply to prophets and disciples. God's help is always within reach to any of us. All we have to do is call upon Him, like He said before. I also love the verse that reminds us that God has a goal that He's turned each of us to, and that He wants us to strive in the goals that He set out for us, so that our lives here will have purpose. Even if we don't know it yet, we call on Him and He will make it clear to us. There's also the verse about what we're going through now, that God is going to test us with some loss in lives and goods and the fruit of our labor. He reminds us that we may hate a thing such as this is good for us, and love a thing that is bad for us. He reminds us that He loves those who constantly call on Him in times like these and others. He wants us to, remember to always protect ourselves from the evil of the shaitan, who has made it his avowed mission to mislead us from God's path and to make us forget about God's mercy to us. So that's something that, especially in times like these, it's good to remember, especially when shaitan is locked up. So here it is, the start of Ramadan. It's a time to start anew. This ayat talks about how on the day of judgment, there'll be some people who didn't take this opportunity and who didn't live their best lives. And they'll say, oh my God, if you just give me one more chance, I promise to do it right. We'll get everything, done this time. We'll be the best of servants, So wish granted, it's Ramadan. We don't have to wait until the day of judgment when it's too late. Here's our chance to start over anew, to make our lives with God whole again, to, perfect anything that we may be struggling with. And there is an ayat that God reminds us that He'll even help us with that. It says to seek God's help with patience, perseverance, and prayer. So whatever you're going through, wherever you may find yourself this Ramadan, just know that God is always there for you. He is most ready to listen, and He is most ready to receive all of your service and your worship to Him. So please be encouraged this Ramadan and throughout the year that whatever you're going through, God can rescue you from it, and that He is guiding you even if you don't see the wisdom in whatever it is at the moment. He's guiding you, He loves you, and He wants you to succeed, and He wants to make this month as easy as possible for you. However, the challenge is we're going to learn some really amazing things from it, like self-restraint and the ability to go through hardships and make it to the other side and be better people, be stronger people because of it. So I pray that you and your family will have a blessed Ramadan, and stay tuned to this page for Ramadan reflections on the different ajiza every day. And I hope to see you soon, and hopefully we'll have a blessed Ramadan that will lead to a blessed Eid, even if the circumstances this year are a little different than we're used to. Ma salama.